Yo, this is Titano Plays Pokemon Violet. The treasure hunt has begun. But then comes the question, where should you go? Or should we say, where should you go first? Because now, it's up to you. It is more or less all up to you. Where do you want to go? And where do you want to travel? If you zoom out to the map, here we have the map. So you see Victory Road, Starfall Street, and Path of Legends. You decide where you want to go and which order you want to take them in. That's one of these concepts behind Pokemon Violet. However, there is technically a way to do it in the so-called right order because it's based upon the level of Pokemon. Because the Pokemon in this game are static, which is a bit of a negative thing. If it was a true open world game, they would have made it so they were scaling, but maybe a bit too hard. But yeah, you can kind of do it in any order you want anyways, but regardless of that though, there is sort of like a way of levels where you want to go. So you have, for example, some places here, and you have some place up here, and then you have some up here and down here, yeah. But anyways, we have 18 things to do. There are 18 types, which means there's one Pokemon type per activity to do. So we'll have a lot of things to do. Question is, where should we go first? We already saw last time that we had our friends go west and east. They said, follow us. You should go with us, here and there. Now, in order for leveling and for difficulty-wise, we will go with the order that is based upon the recommended way. We were not told where to do it, but I will show you where. So, this means the first thing you're gonna do is to ignore Arven. We're gonna head west. This path here. We're gonna head to Cortondo, and we're gonna battle the Bug-type gym leader, Katie. So she is the first gym leader technically by leveling. She has the lowest level Pokemon of the gym leaders, and she's also sort of the lowest level challenge of these things. When it comes to Victory Road, Starfall Street, and Path of Legends, we should go here first. But don't worry, we're gonna go the opposite end after that, and I'm gonna be going a bit back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So we're gonna do a little zigzag. Sometimes we'll do 2 or 3 gyms in a row. We will do 2 or 3, or maybe like 1 or 2 Path of Legends in a row, maybe 1 or 2 Starfall Streets in a row. It's going to differ. But first things first, we're gonna head west. Our very first objective, the gym of Cortondo, the bug type. Which is, I don't know about you guys, but it's a bit of a cliche. Why did all the bug types have to be the entry type of opponent? Justice for bug types. Because, look at it this way. Bug type or first gym in Generation 2 was the second gym. In Gen 3 it was not the gym. In Gen 4 it was Elite 4, which was an upgrade. It was still the first Elite 4, but at least it was Elite 4. In Gen 5 it was the furthest away gym leader, was gym number 3. Wow! Then Gym 6 it was back to being a first gym again. In Gen 7 we did not have any trials because it was the Team Skull leader who was a bug type captain. So that was a bit of a bonus there, I guess. And then we had Gen 8 where it was not a gym at all. So, yeah. Anyways, we're gonna head west to go for our first challenge. The Rotom thing is calling, and Nemona. Hey, it's me, Nemona! We should call and catch up each other on how things are going from now on. You decided to set out heading west from the school, right, Zitano? Starting from there, you will be pretty close to Cortondo. That's where you find the bug-type gym. You can go take on the gym leader if you want. I'm sure you can beat her, Zitano. Good luck! I'll call you soon. Yeah, she is sort of like the best way to start. You don't need to go for her first. I mean, by all means, you can do her last of everything. But you're just going to feel this was a joke. Again, because Pokemon levels are static. They're not dynamic, they don't scale, which is a big, major shame. I wish if they make future games, Gen 10 or whatever, if they want to do open world again, which they should, make it so that they are scaling. It might be a lot harder to balance out, but in the end, it's going to be a big reward. Anyways, this is our team for now. We're going to change this team over a lot of times. We have Fuecoco, Fido, Wooper, Azrael, Palmy, and Flamigo. As you can see, all of these, or shall we say 5 of 6 of these, are new. The only exception is Azrael, which is an old one. Wooper is also technically old, but this is the Paldean form, which is a poison and ground type. Fire, Fairy, Normal, which become Water and Fairy. I think it's Normal Fairy, maybe. Electric, which will also get a dual type later on. And then we have this one, a non-evolutional Pokemon, Flamigo. Flying and fighting type. We have Eevee. If you want to get one of those Eevee evolutions, you can do it too. My poor bag's full of bursting with ingredients. Here, let me share some with you. A lot of ingredients. We can make a lot of sandwiches. Sandwiches are best when you eat them outside. Try making some with the stuff I gave you. Hey, since we're here, we want to have a picnic so you can rest up a little? Yeah, if you see one of these picnic people, they can act like a Pokemon Center for you. Even though there's a Pokemon Center right near, so that's fine. And in this game, if you want to unlock Pokemon Centers to travel, just run to the Pokemon Centers and they will register as travel. And you can go here, and then you can basically click on it, like where you have this this wing symbol, means you can fly there as soon as you want. You can go to Los Platos, for example, right now if you want to. You don't need to run back. Here we have this is the Terra Raid battles. You can see the type is the rock type, which means there's a rock type Terra Raid battle nearby. Pokemon Center, fighting type Terra Raid battle. There's a psychic type, etc, etc. Go to Mareep, electric type. Mareep is a known Pokemon from Generation 2. Cute little sheep. Just use Ember. Burn on it, which means physical attacks will go down. It will take damage every single turn. Thunder Wave. Oh, we missed. That's good. Because that means we have to paralyze. And paralyze is not going to be fun. Because that means we will have to use items to cure it. So we can capture it. Pokeball on Mareep. Should be easy to capture now because we have less than half health. And status effect increases the chance a lot. So that was an easy capture there. Good job, Coco. Here's the Pokédex data for Mareep. Its fleece grows continually. In the summer, that fleece is fully shed, but it grows back in a week. Do you want to put it in the team? Nah, no need to. There we go. It's a bit of a nice start with Mareep. Hop Hip here as well. A lot of other cool Pokemon. Rivers you can go down. There's other Pokemon down here. Some trainers here as well. So it's a nice way to do your exploration and do it as you want. And it's also quite different in this game because trainers, they won't really go and fight you unless you go to them and talk to them. So there's no forced battles here. It's a nice little waterfall here. Some mountains. This game is such a nice game if you really enjoy just to run around and look at the scenery and exploration. I sometimes just prefer to walk or run instead of going on to your Miraidon or Cortondo in Scarlet if you want to check out things. Got a bunch of Hop-Hips here. So what you can do then if you fight a bunch of Hop-Hips, well, just send out your good old friend. You'll beat them all. Really nice because when you're super effective against grass types, you'll beat them up pretty easily. You also get these resources every time you beat them as well. Bring him back. So yeah, this way of battling is enjoyable. Do it quickly to get items. Sometimes though you want to have the immersion of the battle, so you just want to do the normal way, which also works. Some berries, which are always nice to have. We have a trainer here. Let's get this item here first. Just a berry. I'm so careless. What do you mean? I can't believe I forgot to buy ingredients. Maybe a rumble will calm my rumbling tummy. Oh well. Let's see what she has. Scatterbug. Generation 6 Pokemon. A very popular Pokemon actually. Or well, Scatterbug by itself is not very popular, but the evolution that it becomes eventually after Spoopa and becomes Vivillon, that one's very popular because it has so many variations. People love to collect them, to get them all. Now come Drifloon, now we're gonna go to a Ghost type. We can bring out something else. Let's see. We can bring in Fido. Fido works. Here it comes. So Fido, one of the new Pokemon. This is a Fairy type. Drifloon is a Ghost type, which means it's weak to itself, and it's also weak to Dark. You can go with whichever, but Bite is better because Bite has much higher power. The bonus of using Lick is that it has a good chance to paralyze as well. But Drifloon is not really that strong. It has decent HP, but it's a bit weak. That's a victory. I'm so disappointed. I really love how they streamline a lot of these battles. They make it so much better. Got a Pokédoll. This is very nice because, yes, in this game, Pokemon levels, as I mentioned before, are static. So if you do manage to run away to exploration, you find some trainers, or should we say some Pokemon. Let's say your Pokemon is around level 20. Then you meet a Pokemon that seems to be like an evolutional Pokemon, and see that, oh my god, it's level 45. You can't run away because the speed of the opponent is so high, you have no chance of escaping. I'll use the Pokédoll, and you can escape. And you should run away. It happened to me when I played through my Scarlet game. I ventured a bit off the coast, and my Pokemon were around level 21, and then the Pokemon I faced was level 46 or 45. So, of course, if I didn't have that Pokédoll, I would have been given a... I won't say it's not a game over, but yeah, it would have been a full team faint. That's something you want. There's this Smoliv again. See, I had one of those Terror Raid battles. We haven't really done anything on them so far. But here's take a little look of how they work. So, all around Paldea you may spot gleaming crystals emitting brilliant beams of light. If you investigate one, you will be able to take on a Terror Raid battle and try to defeat a powerful Terra Pokemon. So Terror Raid battles. This is one of these new things in this game compared to other generations. In Terror Raid battles, you'll work together with other trainers to battle powerful Terra Pokemon. You can battle alongside faraway friends while you're in online mode, or nearby friends while you're in offline mode. These battles will pit you against Terra Pokemon with rare Terra types. If you and your allies can work together to defeat the Terra Pokemon, you'll have a chance to catch it and also get special items. So here we see there's a Pokemon here, there's a rock type with a star. So there's a star which signifies the difficulty. The regular difficulty of Pokemon you face is from 1 star to 5 stars, or 6 stars technically. And sometimes Game Freak will have events where you can meet certain Pokemon at 7 stars. These are often Pokemon that are not in the Paldean Pokédex from before. And do note, these Pokemon can be very hard to beat. You'll need probably Pokemon around level 100. that have certain movesets and so on to beat them, because they can be very tough. So here we can see, we kind of see what Pokemon it is. It's like a Sunken, a rock type Sunken, or should we then a rock type, but a rock type Terra type. So what we can do here is you can try to challenge it, and we can try to battle it, but I won't be doing that today. I think I want to do that for next episode. Next episode we're going to try out Terra Raid battle, one at least by ourselves and one with people online. It's a very nice way to catch your Pokemon as well, because some Pokemon you might not be able to get in this area where we are right now. Like we might be facing Pokemon that are not in this area here, but maybe they are, you know, maybe they're here, or maybe they are here, maybe even here, or other places. So I do recommend you, if you want to collect every single Pokemon while you play through the game, check Terra Raid battles and see if they can give you something nice. Got down this item here to get an item. Antidote. Oh, hello. I've seen it before, back in the Alola region. Yeah, this is a young goose. We already have one, so don't need to get another one, but it was always nice to battle. I don't feel like I need to train much in this one, because Bug type isn't easy to want to fight. And as all we can see, we have plenty of Pokemon that are very strong against Bug types, especially Flamigo. Flamigo is a flying fighting dual type, and that is a major power versus a Bug type. Flamigo has 4 times resistance to Bug. Both fighting and flying are resistant to Bug, meaning that batting Bug type Pokemon is easy. Plus, flying type also is super effective against Bug. Fighting is not, but you're resistant to it at least, so you should be winning most battles with Bug types. Getting some Ethers. Some of these Ethers are very powerful, and you should use them if you really need to, but you should try not to waste them, because they're a bit rare to get. And they're very useful, especially if you're traveling far away. But I feel like in this game, getting Ethers and so on to restore your PP while you are away from Pokemon centers is not really hard or difficult. So, but yeah, up to you. Anyways, I think that is going to be... Oh, speaking of which, here is a Sunken. The Sunken can be met here. But generally, when you face Pokemon in the wild, they will have the Terra type of their actual type. So the Sunken is probably going to have a Grass Terra type as well. So with the Sunken we saw at the Crystal was a Sunken with a Rock type Terra type, which is kind of strange because some of these Pokemon can have Terra types which have absolutely no connection to themselves. And by that I mean they have no moves to learn that have the same type. But strategy-wise, it can be very smart, because when you Terrorize, you will change to the Terra type. So Sunken will become a Rock type, meaning that instead of becoming weak to flying, it will become resistant to flying instead. But yeah, in general, it's probably best to be the same type, because that boosts the power of your already existing types as well. We can't get this item here, so then we need to go to Maridon, and we need to jump. So sometimes you maybe want to change into your legendary Pokemon so you can get these items. Got this berry here as well. Persian berry. Curing confusion, that's very nice, because confusion you can't really cure. I mean, confusion is very tough at times, especially against Pokemon that are using Confuse Ray and other moves often. They can make it pain. So it's good to have these berries. I just often forget to put berries on Pokemon. I often have a Pokemon traveling without holding items. That's just me, because I'm lazy. Anyways, that's going to be the end of this episode. Next episode we're going to continue exploring here away to Cortondo. And I think next time we're going to try out a Terra Raid battle to see what it is, how it works. We'll try one ourselves, and we're going to try one online maybe as well. And maybe we get some cool Pokemon. We'll see how tough they are for our current level. If they're too tough, we probably will have to wait for another time. But don't worry, we have a long journey ahead of us. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on social media, and that's me for now. I'll see you guys next time as my journey in Pokemon Violet continues.